Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Mahesh. So today I'm super excited to show you something that I've been working for a while, that is a chatbot. So this chatbot basically allows you to talk to your SQL databases in the normal language. So no more writing complex queries or no more stressing over the SQL syntax. You just ask a question like show me all the records from the last month, and that's it. The chatbot gives you the answer instantly, and there is no need to write a single SQL query. So this is how exactly it is done, and this is exactly what we are building today. So before jumping into the coding part, let me show you a quick demo of the finished project, and then we'll go through exactly how to build that. This is the chatbot that I was talking about. So this side you'll be having two options. One is chat with SQLite file, the other is chat with MySQL. So select this SQLite file and you just need to drag and drop the SQLite DB file. Then it shows it is connected. Then you need to enter any questions, list out the student names, just enter, and I think it gives all the names of the students. Done. And now we need to look at a tool called Langsmith, where we can trace all the stuff from the and interactions from the chatbot. See now this is the response it has given just now. So list out all the names and we can select this. Through this we can check all the responses that it has made at backend. It has used this query to get the response. Now we can remove this and select this SQL, and you have to enter all these information: username, password, and host, port, and the database, commerce database, and just submit it. Now it must connect. It is connected. Now you must ask any questions like list out the products, enter. Now it will list out all the products from the database. See, it has listed all the products. Next we can enter which product has the highest rating. Now just enter, and it shows the product with highest rating, that is 24 with 5 out of 5 rating. Now we can see these stuff in this Langsmith as well. See, it has just loading it. This is the thing, we the advantage of Langsmith, and we can see all the things through this. It has made this query. It has made this query to get the response, and you can ask more questions like which customer has not never placed an order, enter. So pre-ready, see how it works. Before we start writing a single line of code, let's understand the workflow of a project, because once you get this, everything becomes super easy, right? So here is what happening behind the scenes. When a user asks a question, it doesn't go directly to the database. Instead, it goes to an LLM, that is a large language model. Now this LLM is not working blindly. So basically it is connected to the database through the database schema. So this schema tells the LLM what tables exist, what columns are available, how the data is structured, and the relationship between the tables as well. So using all these information, the LLM understands the user question and converts into a proper SQL query. So once the SQL query is generated, it is executed on the database. The database returns a raw result, but these results are not always easy to understand. So we need to send this result once again to the LLM, and this time the LLM converts the output into a cleaner, human readable answer. Now we clearly understand the workflow. Let's implement this step by step in the code. You need to open a file in VS Code, and you need to have this file.env where you'll be storing Grok API key, Langchain API key. You can get all these keys from their websites. And now let's create the virtual environment. I'm going to use UV init to initialize the project, and UV is faster than pep, so it is used. Now I'll create the virtual environment using UV venv Python 3.10. We are going to use Python 3.10, and Python 3.10 is compatible with this Langchain, and we'll activate the virtual environment. I'll just copy and paste over there. So done. Now this toml file consists all the dependencies, all the uh, requirements, and is our main file. We'll remove all these things. Now we'll install some of the packages. So uv lang chain. Oops, something got wrong. Let's try again. uv add langchain community and Langchain grok. I'll tell you what are these. So basically they're getting installed in our system. They are installed. Now we need to install one more, that is Python dot env. This library is used to load your environment variables. Now just look at this toml file. So all these packages are installed. Now we'll install the Streamlit as well. So Streamlit is the UI component of the Python. We can build the UI. Now we'll start coding. So first we'll import OS, then from .env we'll import load.env, which is used to load the environment variables. Now from Langchain, sorry, Streamlit, import Streamlit from Langchain. Langchain is a framework for building applications like LLMs. It helps in managing and creating the LLMs workflow, like building prompts or vectors, or combining of the prompts. And we have chatgrok. So chatgrok is a platform which allows to access the LLM models for free, and some are paid as well. Now we'll set the environment variables. We'll import all those variables that are in the env file into our main.py file. So as.environ will import a grok API key. We'll just copy and paste it. Is equals to os.get env, and I'll paste the same thing. Now we are going to import the Langchain API key as well, the same way. So I'll copy from that env file Langchain API key, equals os.get env, and the same thing pasted. Now to enable the Langsmith, we need to uh, uh, place this line Langchain underscore tracing underscore v2 equals, we need to set it as true in string, so it enables us to connect with the Langsmith. So, and also we need to give the name for the tracing as well. So os.environ, what we have given Langchain project. So I'll just copy and paste it. So copied, and I'll paste it over here, equals os.get env, and I'll paste the same thing. Now next we'll set up the page, load landing page. First we'll set the page components, st dot set page config sorry, we didn't set Streamlit, we didn't import a Streamlit as st, so done. Now st dot set page config, and page title is chat with SQL databases, and I'll give the page icon as well. Page icon is this icon, and st dot title, I'll place the title as chat with SQL database, and I'll place the symbol over there. Now we need to create one more file as connections.py, where we will be writing two functions to store the to enable the connection. We are going to import the Streamlit as st, and from Langchain underscore community.utils, we are going to import SQL database. So SQL database, it wraps your database that allows Langchain to understand and query it. Basically, the LLM cannot directly access your database, so SQL database is used in this case. Now we'll write the function to connect to local DB or user input file. So we'll write the function def SQLite underscore connection. Now it takes the uploaded file. Obviously, the user has to give the input file that we are taking it as uploaded file. Now, whenever the user uploads the file, first we need to check whether if the uploaded file is empty or not. So if uploaded file is not none, in that case, we are going to print that st.show error as please upload a file. Please upload the file. So, and if not, else we'll build the connection. That's it. So SQLite underscore URI underscore URI equals we need to build the connection. So this is the pattern SQLite colon this, and we need to give the file name uploaded file dot name. So this is the pattern of storing of connecting to the SQLite, and SQLite underscore db is equals to we need to give our database, and dot from URI we need to give the connected file, that is SQLite db underscore URI. Then we need to return that file, return SQLite db that we have joined with the SQL database. Now that's it. This builds the connection with the uploaded file. Next, we need to write one more function to connect with the MySQL server as well. So connection with MySQL. Now we'll define a function def MySQL underscore connection. Now it takes a lot of things. It has to have a username in string format, and password it is also in string format. It needs username, password, and it needs host. It is also a string format. Post string format, and database in string format. Now that's it. Now we'll build the connection. MySQL underscore URI is, so we'll directly write the format how we this is the format through which we can connect with the MySQL server. So MySQL plus MySQL connector, and we'll give the we'll give all those things. First username, password @host, and I will give the port. Sorry, I have defined it as post, so I need to make it as port. So I'll make it as port, POR. Now this is right. Next, we need to give our database as well. So this is the format of writing this or connecting with the MySQL server. Then we need to connect with the join with the database. So MySQL underscore DB is equals to SQLDatabase dot from URI. We need to write MySQL underscore URI. Now we need to return this return MySQL underscore DB. So that's it. We will be connected with the MySQL server. Now we need to import the functions that we have done. So from connections, import SQLite connection, comma MySQL connection. So we have imported all those two things from the connections.py file. Now we need to give the choices. We are giving two choices for the user, that is chat with SQLite file, SQLite file, and one more is chat with MySQL and st dot sidebar dot select box. Select box will give select in strings, select your database, and we'll give the choices. Then it will be showing chat with SQLite file and chat with MySQL. Next, if at all the user, I'll store this in options. We'll store this in a variable called options. If the options, if the option is equals chat with SQLite file, in that case, SQLite a file. In that case, and also if if we need to take a file from the user, so I'll write uploaded file underscore file equals st dot file uploader, and I'll write upload SQLite file. Now the type is I'll give it as db file. Next, done. If at all this uploaded file, if uploaded file is not none, in that case it must start building the connection that will be with st dot spinner, and the spinner will be showing connecting to SQLite database, and done. The spinner will rotate and show this symbol, and now we need to initialize a db variable, and we'll call the function SQLite connection, and we'll give, obviously it takes a file, that is uploaded file. Then we need to write st dot session state dot db db is equals to db. We are storing the session state. So session state in Streamlit app runs from top to bottom every time a user interact with it. So basically, whenever the user interacts with it, all the variables must be initialized again and again. So this takes a lot of time in that. So without to abolish this thing, we'll be using a variable called session state. So basically, session state will act like a memory box which stores the variables. Now we'll initialize st dot success, and will display connected to SQLite database successfully. So done. And if at all, if that is not okay, else In that case, we will be building one more connection, that is our MySQL server. So st dot session state, sorry, not this, st dot sidebar dot text input. We'll be taking some inputs because we need the username, password, host, port, and database. So enter username, and we'll store it in a key. Sorry, that will be username. Next, the same way, st dot sidebar dot text input, and it is enter password, PSSLORD password, and we'll store this in password. So next, st dot sidebar dot text input. Now enter host, and we'll just store it in a key host. I forgot to initialize one more thing in the password, that is the type. So basically we need to give the type. So type is equals to, obviously, sorry, type, type, type is equals to, it is obviously password, so password. Next, we need to give our port as well. So st dot sidebar dot text input, enter port, and we'll store this in a variable called port. Now st dot sidebar dot text underscore input, and we'll enter database, and we'll store it in a key called database. And that's it. We have all the things. Now, if at all, if st dot sidebar dot button, we'll create a button. We'll name the button as submit button. If at all button is clicked, then with st dot spinner, it must show that connecting to my SQL database. And now it must build the connection. So we'll take db is equals to MySQL connection, the function that we have created to connect. And it takes a lot of things. One is username, password, all these things. So we'll initialize all those things. st dot session state. First is username. So username. Then we'll enter st dot session state password. Then st dot session state dot we need to give host. So host, then st dot session state. Now we need to give our port, and the final thing is st dot session state will give the database. So we have given all the required things to connect to the SQL. So we have given password to password, host to host, username to username. Done. Now we'll store it in a session state. So st dot session state dot db is equals to db, and we'll show it as st dot success, and we'll return connected to MySQL database successfully. Right now, that's it. Now we'll just run this Streamlit, run main main.py. Let's check whether how does it look. So it is loading, and we have an error, that is str expected, not none type. So let me check what is the error. So if at all I go there, line 8, let me check in the line 8. Line 8. Okay, let me stop this once and check the error. So I got the error, that is I didn't define this load.env, and I'm loading the environment variables. Now it is right. See, it is this. To load the environment variables, we need to set up that. Now we'll run this once again. Now this time it should run. Yes. This is our user interface. We have two options. One is chat with MySQL. The other is chat with SQLite file. And we have this PDF uploaded this side, but I need at the left side. So I'll change it. st dot sidebar dot file uploader. So I'll once rerun this. So yes, I got this on the desired side. So chat with MySQL, you need to enter all these things and you have button submit, and you can upload the file. You can just check at once, and not required. So that's it. Now we will add a chat bar. So st dot chat input. So will defaultly give us ask anything from your your database. So this is the chat bar. Let me show you what it is. So rerun this, and you can see ask anything from the database. So this is the chat bar. Now I'll show you how to build the connection as well. So this is MySQL workbench. So I have already created a connection, that is chatbot, and I have created a database, that is e-commerce database, that is my connection, and this is my uh, e-commerce database. Let me show you what does it contain. Select star from products payments, and just click on the flash symbol, so it will list out all the payments. You can this is one of the table payments from the database, and I can show you the products table as well. So this is the products table, description, price, other things as well. Now you can create, or you can download it from the online sources. Now let me show you this. See, you have your host name, you have your port name, this is your username, and when you are installing this MySQL workbench, you have to create your password. So you can uh, enter all these credentials over here. Password is sorry, this is my password. And next, the host is it is a local host, and my port is 3306, and my database was e-commerce underscore db. This was my database, and I'll submit this, and it should connect. It is showing it connecting to the MySQL database. So it is connected to MySQL database. If at all I want to select this file, I can drag and drop the file over there. I can drop the file. Now it is connected. It shows it is connected, but it is giving me please upload the file. I don't know why. Let me check this once. So if the file is not, sorry, I need to remove this. The file is none. If at all the file is none, it must show that. So I think it must fix this problem. Yes, it is done, connecting to SQL database. Now we'll go to the main file, and so we'll store this in user user underscore input variable. So that's it. Now we'll create the convert chat history. Will enable a feature called chat history to our chatbot. So if the chatbot uh, is not in st dot session state, then st dot session state dot chat history equals AI message. Sorry, this will be AI message, and the content will be sorry, before that I need to import the AI message and human message. So from Langchain underscore core dot messages, import AI message and human message. So AI message is the message that the AI gives, and the human message that the message that we give to the AI. The message that we give exactly. So, and we need to define the content, that is hello, uh, hello, I am a helpful assistant for SQL data bases. So basically, this uh, state session is memory of our app. Basically, it stores the data between the interaction. And this, whatever the thing we have written is, if the chat history doesn't exist, we need to create it, and we'll add a default welcome message by the AI itself. Okay, that is the reason we have written this thing. Now we'll continue writing this chat history. Conversational history, and display uh, both the messages, the human message and the AI message, human and user. So for message n st dot session state dot chat history. So basically this loops through all the past messages that it is having in the chat history. Now if instance n is instance uh, as message message and AI message, we need to write with st dot chat input, sorry, st dot chat message as AI, and will markdown. So st dot markdown message dot content. So basically it shows the AI message in the chat history. Whatever the AI message is giving, it shows in the chat. If not else, if not that, is instance and message comma human message with st dot chat underscore message, that is human or user, user. So in that case, st dot markdown message dot content. So basically it shows the user message. The above one shows the AI message, and this shows the user message. Full conversation, basically the conversation appears. Now if user input, the user input is not none. If the user input is not none, and user input dot st strip is not equal to this one, in that case st dot session state dot chat history append human message, and the content would be obviously the user input. Whatever the input he is giving, that is appended into the chat history. So basically this adds the user message to the history. So with st.chat message, if it is user, if it is user, in that case st dot markdown markdown the user uh, input. So this shows the user message immediately. So that's it. And with st dot chat chat underscore message, if it is from AI, so we'll create a response variable is equals to I don't know. Let's suppose I don't know anything from the AI response. St dot markdown the response. So this will show the response from the AI as I don't know, and st dot session state dot chat history dot append the append content, append the uh, AI AI message, and the content will be equals to the response that it is given. So we are appending this AI message in chat history, so to store everything in that. Now we'll create a button to clear the chat history. So clear the history. Now if st dot sidebar, on sidebar the button will be on sidebar dot button, and now we'll write it as chat clear chat, and st dot session state dot chat history will be equals to what is that, the um, uh, the AI message and the content would be, it should greet once again if there is no history in that. So it would be hello, I sorry it is getting hello, uh, I am a helpful assistant for your SQL database. So done. So basically this allows you to clear the chat history and reset all the default messages. Now we'll check this once. So I'll rerun this and remove this. I'll type hi. So it shows I don't know anything because we have given that in response to respond in I don't know. So that is the reason it is responding in that way. Now we'll check this button as well, clear chat. So the chat is getting cleared and it is showing that hello, I am helpful assistant for your SQL databases. So this is working properly. Now we'll import some libraries from Langchain core dot prompts, import chat prompt template. A chat prompt template allows you to create structured multi-turn conversational prompts for LLM using a sequence of messages like system message, human message, and AI message. Now we are going to import one more thing, that is Langchain core runnables. Import runnable pass through. Where is that? Runnable pass through. So runnable pass through allows inputs to be passed through a chain unchanged. So basically, it allows to pass through all the inputs through the chain. So that is the reason the runnable pass through is used. Next, we are importing Langchain underscore course dot output parser import str output parser. So str output parser is used to convert the raw AI message which are returned by the LLM into the plain text, usually in the Python strings. Now we will initialize our LLM model. So set up the LLM model. So we are using a Grok model. So LLM is equals to chat Grok. Model will be this model, that is from we have the model over there. So I'll just import the model. So the model is Llama 3.18b instant. So this is a model that I'm going to use. It is I'm importing this model from the Grok. Basically, Grok allows you to access uh, models, different LLM models that you can get it from for free as well. So please check it out, the models as well. And the API key is already defined in the environment, so there is no need to give the API key once again. Now we'll write a function to get the SQL query. SQL query as a response. Now we'll define the function get underscore SQL underscore chain, and it takes only one argument, one input, that is your DB database, whatever the database that is connected. So now we will to fetch the real table names, table equal table underscore names is comma and then dot join, join with DB. So basically underscore usable get usable tables. So names table, names names. So and that's it. Now this will get all the table names from the database. So and we need to define our template as well. Template equals, so the above code, the above table names will get all the table names from the DB and convert them into a readable string for LLM. Now we'll initialize our template as well. So template is f string. In f strings we'll write our template. So I'll just so you are data analyst at a company. You are interacting with a user who questions about the company database, and based on the table schema below, write a SQL query that would answer the user question. Now sorry take the conversational history uh, into the account into account. Now we'll define the schema is the schema, and schema schema, and we'll close the schema, the schema. Done. Next we have to give available tables as well, what tables are available and that when the user uploads or connects with it. So use exact name, so as shown. So the table names, I need to give the table names over there. So table underscore names. So sometimes the LLM doesn't understand the relationship between the tables or the table name. Sometimes it might give you syntax errors of SQL queries and running the SQL queries. So to avoid that thing, we are initializing the table names, and we are giving the available table names as well, to not to give the false information, or not to run the false statements. Now I'll give the conversational history, and the conversational history is the chat history, chat underscore history. Next we need to give important rules. So you must follow the important rules that we are describing to the LLM. That is, first, write only the SQL query and nothing else. The second would be do not wrap the SQL query and backticks, in backticks, and or backticks, or any other text. And what else we can give? We can give use the table names, table ABC columns names, column names, and exact names, as shown in the schema. So and in the schema, that is it is case sensitive, so we need to define it as case sensitive. Now we have to give the question, that is the obviously the question, that is question, and the SQL query is that it has to give the SQL query. So we have given the template, and now we'll use chat prompt template dot from underscore templates, and we'll provide this template into this. So populate this template, so template. Now I'll store this in a variable called prompt, and we'll write a tool to uh, what is that, return SQL query, return the SQL query. So we'll write the tools, def get schema, and it takes nothing, so we'll just give blank. It means that it is taking an argument as none, and we'll return it as db.get table info. So it gives all the information about the tables. So this is our function to return the SQL query. Basically we are getting the info, and we'll return our chain as well. So first we need to pass all these things in runnable. So runnable pass through, and we'll assign our schema. So dot assign, 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 and we'll give schema equals. So basically we are populating the schema as the function that we have created. So schema is equals to get schema, uh, and we need to populate all those things that we have given in the prompt. And next we need to give it to the prompt. Then we'll define our LLM model. It goes LLM model, and then str output parser to get a proper answer, proper result, proper response. So this is the chain. Now I hope this works well. Now that's it, and we'll change some of the things over there as the AI gives the response as I don't know. So we'll add SQL chain equals get SQL chain, the function that we have created, and it takes obviously the database. So st dot session state dot db, and we'll write the response as we need to invoke the model as well. So SQL chain dot invoke. So basically invoke means running the chain, running the model, and we'll give two parameters in this. One is what things we have given in the prompt. We have given we need to populate two more things. One is question, the other is chat history. So we need to give these two as well. So we'll give those two. One is chat sorry uh, oops chat underscore history will be our st dot session state dot chat underscore history, and we'll populate one more thing, that is question. So question will be st sorry that will be our user input. Sorry, the question is the user input. Now this is it, and we are marking down the response. Everything looks right. Now let's check the yes, now let's check the chatbot. We'll rerun this, and we'll connect to some of the databases and check whether it is working properly or not. Yes, it is loaded. Now we'll upload a file. I already have a file, my students.db. Now it is getting loaded. Now it is connected to SQL database. Now we'll ask a question from it. List the names of students. Now it will list all the students from the database. So select name. So this is the query that it is giving me. We'll ask one more question. A student who got the least marks. So let's check whether it gives. Yes, it is giving me the SQL query for my question. So great, it is working properly now. And we'll add one more thing, that is the to display the schema. To display the schema, we'll add thing. So if the database in st dot session state dot session state, then in that case with st dot sidebar dot expander, and I'll give it as a view database schema. Now inside this st dot code st dot session underscore state dot database and we need to get a table underscore info. So this is a function to just view the table info, and this will show us. Just I'll rerun this, and let's check whether it has created or not. So yes, it is created. View database schema, so it shows the schema and some of the tables. It doesn't show you all the rows and all the elements. It just shows some of the data, and we'll just remove this, and we'll add one more connection, that is MySQL connection. So let us enter all those things: username, root, enter the password. So this is my password, this is the local host, and port is 3306, and my database is e-commerce underscore db. So let me submit this. Let me clear the history first. Submit. Now it is connecting to MySQL. It is connected. Now let us look at the database schema as well. So it is showing me all the schema. So as I said, it doesn't show you all the rows and columns. And let us ask some questions. Most selling product. It must give me the SQL query to fetch that information. So it is giving me the SQL query. Yes, and that's great. It's working properly. Now we'll go back to the code editor, and before we start writing one more function, that is to get the response. First we need to understand the workflow. uh, we have created a SQL query. Now we need to run that query, and we need to pass that query to the we need to pass that to the LLM model, and through the LLM model we need to get the natural language answer. So this is the flow. So we have created the query. Now we need to run that query and get the natural language response from it. So function to run and get response. So def full underscore chain, and we need to give the user input as in form of str, and we will give the database, and we'll give the chat history as well. So obviously it need to have the chat history to understand. Now SQL first, SQL chain is equals to get SQL chain. We are going to define that function that we have created in the previous thing. Done. So next we'll just go through this, and now we'll define the template. So template equals the same template. Some of the thing will be giving the same template over here as well, but few things will be changed. Now we'll add the template. So I'll copy this. You are now listed this and this. I'll copy and I'll paste it over here. Yes. Now I'll remove some of the things because I'll remove this. Just drag it over here. I need to remove this. So schema below question, we will be going to give the question, and we are going to give the SQL query as well, and also the SQL response that it has to make, that the LLM has to make, and it has to write a concise answer in the natural language, language, and if the SQL response contains an error, explain that the query failed, and suggest rephrasing it. So it will tell the, we are giving the prompts to the LLM. Now we need to define the schema. So schema is a schema, and we'll close the schema, schema, and we'll give the conversational history as well. So conversational history is our chat history, and then we'll give the SQL query. So SQL query is SQL, and we'll give it as query, and we'll close this SQL. Now we will give user question as the question itself, question. Now will SQL response will be the response itself. And we'll give will populate all these things now. So first we need to write a tool. We need to define a tool to run the SQL query. So to run the query on our database, we'll going to create a tool. So that is def run query, and it takes obviously to run a query it must take a query. So we'll define a query into it, and so return try, if at all any errors, try return try return db dot run the query, except exception as e. Now we'll return the exception. So if query failed with error, and we'll give the error as str of e. In string format we are giving the error. So this is our function to run the query. So we'll open the chat prompt template, and dot from our templates we'll have to give our template that we have created just now. Now we'll store this chat prompt template in a variable called prompt. Then chain equals uh, runnable pass through, as we need to assign all these values. So runnable pass through dot assign. We need to populate all these things: schema, chat, questions, etc., etc. So the schema, so the query is equals to what is that query? SQL chain that we are getting from this function. So query is equals to SQL underscore chain, then dot assign schema. Schema will be this run function. So lambda, we are using a function lambda of this must be db dot get underscore table info, and we will get the table info using this schema, and response will be, obviously we are running that, so lambda of we will take a variable var, and we'll run the query, run underscore query, run query, and we'll take the var and we'll give it a query. So as the function takes a query, we need to define a query into it. So basically here the schema is schema means that we need to get the information or the schema of the table. So that I have taken directly a lambda function, as in the previous function in SQL get chain. In that function we were defining manually a function, a tool like function. So here I have defined it over there. Now next we need to give the prompt, and we need to give our LLM and str output parser str output parser. Now we'll return this, we'll run this. So return will return the, obviously the chain. So return chain dot invoke, and we must populate some more things. Those are, let me check. We need to populate question as well as the chat history. We have populated all those things in the runnable, the schema, query, and other things. So we need to populate these two here. So where was I? So the question is the, obviously it is the user input, and user input comma next chat history, chat underscore history will be the, obviously the chat history that we are taking, chat history. So that's it. This is the chat history, and I think it is okay now. So this is the function get the response and run the query. Now let's make some changes over the AI response. So we'll remove this. We will remove everything, and we don't need this chain because we are using this chain. We are calling this chain in that function, full chain function. So full underscore chain, we will call this function, and we are going to give some parameters, that is user input, and we need to give the db as well, user input. Let me check what else we have to give in that. So we need to give the user input, db, and chat history. So user input, now we need to give the st.session state.db, and also we need to give st.session state.chat underscore history. So all the parameters are being given to the function chat history. Now let's check everything once. Now we'll run this. So it is loading once again. So we'll select this chat with MySQL, chat with SQLite, so everything's work properly. So we'll just drag and drop upload a file. Now it is uploaded. Let's look at the schema. So it is loading, the schema is loading. Yes, the schema is loaded properly. Now let us ask some questions to it. List all the students. So let's check what does it give. So based on the data, there are 7 students. So let me ask you some more questions, summarize the database. Let's see whether it summarizes the database or not. Yes, it is summarizing the database as well. That's a great thing for our chatbot. And let's check some more things as well. List all the subjects. Let's check. So it is providing an accurate answer, listing all the subjects. That's good. Now we'll ask some more questions. Which city has most students? Let's check whether, so based on the database, so Hyderabad is the common most students place. Let me ask one more. Show student student born after 2003. Let's check. So these are the people who are born after 2003. Let's quickly check with MySQL also. So we'll enter the username, that is our root, and my password is this, and the host is obviously the local host. Port is 3306, and my database is e-commerce underscore db. So let's connect with it. It is loading up. So it is connected. Let me clear the chat. Let me see the schema as well. So it is loaded. It is loading everything. It has loaded everything in the schema. And let us clear the chat. So the chat is cleared. Let me ask the questions now. So list all the products. Let's see. So it has listed all the products. Let me ask some more questions. Find the total revenue up to now. Let's see, can it find the can it perform the arithmetic operations? Yes, it has given me the answer. That's very great. It is working properly. And which are the uh, top 5 best selling products? Let's see what are the top 5 best selling products. So these are the top 5 best selling products. So it is giving me the accurate answer. These are the products that are being sold mostly, and we can deploy it in our Streamlit as well. We can deploy this in Streamlit. You can use a free tier to deploy the Streamlit. That's it. This was about the project. I hope you like this project. So we'll see you in the next video.